Hello, the internet. Matthew here, coming to you from the beautiful McAllister County Park here in Port Jefferson. It is a stunningly gorgeous day, and I'm thrilled to bring you another fantastic vlog. I want to thank you for tuning in, and of course carry right along from the last piece. Today we're going to talk about the fact that self-awareness does not happen in a vacuum. Of all the great thought leaders that I've listened to over the last few years, when it comes to becoming successful, I don't think there is anyone who is more on point than Gary Vaynerchuck. Now, I've only mentioned him briefly in my vlogs up until now because I was waiting to come across a subject that I feel his unique style would serve best to highlight. Gary is the ultimate American story. He's an immigrant who came to this great nation with absolutely nothing, hustled every single day of his life, took risks, started businesses, wrote books, and developed a brand that specializes in building awareness in an ever-evolving marketplace. Known for his passionate, blunt, and often vulgar speeches, Gary V, as he's most notably known, draws huge crowds of loyal followers who turn to him for advice and inspiration and never go away dissatisfied. I've left links down below to some of his videos that I feel are most important for you to learn from and understand about him specifically, but honestly, you should really watch as many of his videos as you can. Now, I know that I talk about a lot of different thought leaders and I tell you to look up and listen to a lot of different people, but there's a few that I believe that you should really just sit down and binge on, and Gary V is one of them. Now, this is not just because Gary hands out a lot of really great advice, but because even as he speaks on different occasions, he'll often cycle back to the same points. And those points, I believe, really need to sink in beyond your brain all the way down to your bones. And still, if you boil down his entire work to just one phrase, it would be self-awareness is key. As I covered in my last vlog series, Fresh Brain Droppings, we human beings have a propensity for allowing other people's stories to infect our minds and alter our reality and who we are. We believe what people tell us we are or what we have to be, so we convince ourselves that they're right. And this is often due to fear. Sometimes this is the fear of hurting someone we love by proving them wrong about us and watching their perceptions of us change. Or sometimes this is out of the fear that they were right about us all along. Either way, by not taking risks to at least try to be happy, we are not really tapping into who we truly are. Part of the reason I left the health and fitness field in the first place was because I eventually realized that it required a certain level of salesmanship, and I lacked the self-awareness to know that I was actually better at sales and marketing than I thought I was, so I basically washed myself out. Now, this had a lot to do with the garbage, envy-based socialist programming that was still in my head that told me that marketing and sales and all aspects of capitalism was bad. And this was because at the time I didn't understand nor appreciate exactly what it meant to add value to other people's lives through voluntary exchange. This was because I only saw myself as a worker performing tasks like a cog in a machine, not a free individual endowed with certain inalienable rights, with valuable skills that I could leverage on the open market. Once I altered my thinking, I was then able to be objective enough to delete other people's agendas from my unconscious mind, thus gain greater self-awareness so that I was able to set my own life course. But this raises a serious question. How does one go about gaining self-awareness in the first place? Well, for one, Gary V says that he's fortunate enough to have a personality that was solidified so as to be self-evident, which he says is combined with the fact that his parents built in him a great sense of self-esteem and gave him the freedom to figure himself out as he got older. On the contrary, he said on numerous occasions that most people do not have an inherent level of self-awareness, nor the external infrastructure in their upbringing to explore their natural inclinations. And as cliche as it sounds, you really need, as an individual, to take the time to figure that stuff out. Now, paradoxically, the trick to help you to discover your purpose is the knowledge that self-awareness does not happen in a vacuum. You need to get up and get out, learn new things, try new things, explore new places, read books, watch videos, talk to new people, talk to people that you know that you're going to disagree with. Work a crappy job for 6 months, then leave it and go work another, and then another. And throughout this entire process, reflect not just on your own experience, but on that of others. Now, this is not to be your new programming gospel, but you could think of it as the chance to explore different avenues in life without actually having to go through them, because somebody else already did. In speaking about all of this, I'm forced to think of the famous author Ernest Hemingway. He fought in wars, traveled the globe, made love to many beautiful women, ate with nobles and vagrants alike, then had the audacity to take the flavor of a rich and fully lived life and scroll it onto the printed page for untold generations of audiences to sample and savor. He was a man who lived a life of purpose, with the self-awareness that everything he did was on target with who he truly was. And there is no reason whatsoever that you yourself cannot live a life with that same degree of authenticity. Your assignment for this week is to comment down below with your top 3 worst jobs that you've ever had, and something beautiful that you took with you when you left. This could have been a life lesson, this could have been a friendship. Whatever it is, tell us about it down below. I'll be back next week with another vlog and another assignment. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And of course, make sure you follow on Instagram and Twitter as well. And as always, all links to all relevant information from this vlog will be down in the description below. And please, if you've gotten something out of this video, please make sure you share it with others. For now, this is Matthew of Monster Health and Fitness, signing off, and reminding you that there is no portal to utopia. We're gonna have to take the long way around.